In the bottom right corner of that ceiling of the Sistine mural is a drawing of a dick covered by that Pope's face. The Medici family is discussed in the town square. They are financing artists to paint and sculpt dicks. In a social situation, Michelangelo says, sorry, but I gotta get back to the Vatican. I just gotta finish shading Jesus' dick. Michelangelo and Da Vinci engage in painting competitions, but just measure dicks. This one's called, I'm now ready to accept that the customer is not right. The fascist at Claire's would not pierce my penis. I've never had a wet dream. I'm too good at masturbating. I need to prove to a hooker that it's just about the sex. No medical professional ever agrees to beat me up. They just laugh. Sometimes the way I am makes the person I'm talking to uncomfortable. I'll ask them about this later. I'll think this is all in my head, or that I only associate with people who lie to me. The next time I see a dead animal on the road, I'm going to kick it all the way home. This one's called Viagra is for pussies. Woo! Tomorrow my penis gets upgraded for better sex, increased confidence, detachment. I have her hand toss my upgraded penis. It softly thumps against her forehead. She says, wow. Is that upgraded? I say, it is detachable. She tells me she wants to throw it. I'm sorry about the title. Please give me my penis back. And then just new shit. This one's called Victory. I'll wander into a fountain, remove a penny, mumble, now you know what it feels like, and eat the coin. This one's called My Ex-Girlfriend was really bad at blowjobs. When I asked her about her previous sexual experiences, she only mentioned blowjobs. I should not have asked. I feel bad for those guys. This one's called If I Could Only Say beep beep, my life would be better. Female bartender calls me sweetie. I want her to replicate her effortless service industry kindness. I want to say something clever like, hey, how did you know my name? I want her to misinterpret what I say and smash liquor bottles on my head. So weeks later, after I recover from my injuries, after I explain the situation, we can laugh like friends. This one's called Half Asian at the Asian Grocery Store. My tiny jet fighter crash lands. The kerosene smell gives me an erection. I put hot garlic shrimp chips into my cart. The chorus of Sweet Home Alabama blasts at 150 decibels on a loop. My eyes reflect blazes, set to towns, set to people. This one's called Imagine I'm saying this in a voice that makes a woman want to be in a relationship with me. How about I turn up the oven and get this corn dog ready for some mustard? Frozen corn dogs were on sale at the grocery store. This one's called In the Backseat of Your Green Minivan. Your friends hike. We stay behind. Maybe they left us here. I smile hello, kiss you, sparklers in the cheeks. You kiss me when they're looking. This one's called Regular Guy. My penis is tied in a knot in the sit-down and wait room. The doctor hands me a chart. It says to rate my pain from 1 to 10. I say 2 because I ain't no bitch. This one's called Midnight Fridge Light. If my apples were as soft as my peaches, I would throw them away. This is called Got Restrained the last time I was at the grocery store because I kept ramming my shopping cart into a seafood display. Frozen shrimp tempura production is often overlooked. Hey, doggy. Before breading and frying, a worker has to shoot every shrimp in the head with a tiny gun. People prefer not to talk about these kinds of things. I prefer to walk along local tide pools, flamethrower in hand, making delicious seafood stews. This one's called My Bad. I do not mean to sound angry, but it's difficult to communicate through this tiny hole in the wall, which I have to shout through from way over here. This one's called It Is Pretty Great Being a Dude. When you are a child, the nice lady at the grocery store gives you hugs. She mushes her giant tits into your head. This one's called Laughing at the News. I see someone I know, forget our lovely established smiles, and assume they want to bash in my skull with a brick. This one's called Familiar Childhood Breathlessness. The first relationship I had as an adult, saying I love you, good nights, and kisses awake. The first time I get hit as hard as she could in my solar plexus with the back of her wrist after I laugh at a guy on an electric scooter whizzing by us on a sidewalk in Denver. Helps me love being alone. This one's called Jesus. Jesus is the only Jewish fellow we are encouraged to celebrate the death of. This one's called Angry at the Dead. I'm not gonna read this one. This one's called Back Home After Going to the Korean Grocery Store. I could eat the neighbor's dog, but I have bags full of groceries. I would never eat the neighbor's dog. This one's got a long title. It's called, How Do I Get More Weird Russian Art Girls to Follow Me on Instagram? I ask because they have the most interesting profiles and seem like they could suck your dick so good they could rob you of everything. And afterward you would think, fine, alright, and be penniless in Krakow or wherever without a passport, and then killing yourself soon after. But you feel okay right now because you had such a lovely experience and nothing is immediately threatening you other than the knowledge of impending death. But that was always there as this ever-present thing in a weird, distant way, but not like this. And the blowjob was so good that you appreciate it as the cause of your death. You don't even blame the weird Russian art girl for anything. You just finally feel okay that you know you are going to die after the best blowjob of your life. I've gone so long without a proper loving touch, I think a gentle back scratching might kill me. This one's called Elbow Lick. Every woman who has touched my belly button with theirs has expressed joking frustration at the texture of my skin. I'm too soft overall physically, and bubblegum stretched over some bones. Instead of connections, these joints always hurt. I wake up to spend the rest of the day slowly collapsing, ligaments soft, head sagged like the couch cushion farted into for at least 2 generations. Ideally, I could live my life as a signpost, something sturdy. This one's called Look, You Bitch. Hold my hand in the grocery store. This one's called, Ideally, a personality test would be done by someone else who knows you, but if there was someone who knew you that well, you would not seriously care about a personality test. I like to get high and think about Hitler. I used to get high and watch Hitler documentaries, but you know what they say? You watch 100 or 200 Hitler documentaries and you've seen them all. Some people say they would use a time machine to kill Hitler. I would use one to eat the leftovers in the fridge before they go bad. The people who time traveled to kill Hitler would probably yell something heroic, something like, take this, you bastard, or maybe, I'm doing this for the Jews. But what if it was the 1920s and you're sitting next to another student in an art school in Austria, and some guy with odd clothes steps through a magic portal and screams, for the Jews, and kills your classmate and disappears? I don't know. I feel like that meant sending you down an odd path in life. That's my last one. It's called Big Citrus Smile. Face the avalanche with a spoon. Wait a second. That's ice cream.